Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well, you got to think Charles Atwin's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering Is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's going to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw here. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. He'll look to throw. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. 2nd down and 6 now. Now they'll audible to something else. 2nd and 6. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Bijan Robinson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly. On that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get this down to the 38. Second and 6. Back to throw. Ward. He finds his man complete. That's Holloway. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ward. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to move back in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll set up a throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ward to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's taken at around the 40.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. It's complete. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ward. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ward now, off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Ward. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. This is brought in at the 21. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Second and 7. Back to throw. Ward. He finds his man, complete. That's Holloway. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Operating from the gun. Ward. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic.
Looking to throw. Ward. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Moore. Short throw. That's caught by Davis. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Looking to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
3rd and 19.
They'll set up to throw.
Now this one finds McConkey.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
A pitch out to Mostert.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They work now on 2nd and 9. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Raheem Mostert.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Here's Ward, operating from the gun. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw is Ward on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Ward. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now Ward. Off the play fake. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Ward. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Ward on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Watch twist.
Panther Street.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check the hot read.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll try it with Estime.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
That is intercepted.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Caught right side, Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now second down and a few inches.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. Down the right sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.